4 fastest and cheapest Madden 20 Ultimate Team coins. Make sure you guys go check out my sponsor, EasyMut.com. Use code VENM at checkout for 5% off. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's on Fire here, back on the video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys another great run D and pass D. If you watched my latest video, it's going to be similar to that one. It's actually going to be out of the same exact formation. It's going to be the 3-3-5 wide, and the play we're going to be running is this 3 Sam Will blitz. Now, what I recommend doing is make sure that it's definitely a better defense if you do have a pass rush ability. What I do is put my pass rusher right here in the middle. Usually I have a D end there, and I can just put him in the D tackle position. He's going to absolutely put in work. You guys will see Chris Jones later in the video. He's going to absolutely destroy the center one-on-one. And basically what we're doing with this blitz and this coverage, at least for the pass defense, is creating one-on-ones across the board. So I'm going to come out in it. If you want to, you could set your auto alignment to base align if you want. I usually just come out in it regularly, no flipped or anything weird like that. And I'm just going to come out here in just a classic play. So right off the bat, like I said, I like to base align. That's me personally. You don't have to, but it's definitely going to come in handy for our second setup. Not the first setup definitely doesn't need it though. What I like to do right off the bat is I'm going to turn these players into cloud flats by just shading underneath, shading over the top. Cloud flats are better. If I wanted to, I could turn them into these purple zones as well if I like those a little bit better. I'm more of a cloud flat person though myself. Purples, if I would want just one of them, I could always do that. Just make it sort of like a makeshift cover 3 cloud, but not really the same thing. One thing you're going to want to do with the pass defense every play is you're going to spread your D-line, slant outside, and contain. Now what I meant by creating these one-on-ones for pass rush players, since the Saints specifically, they have actually 2 tackles with abilities. This D tackle is going to absolutely destroy Chris Jones. I'm not sure even what abilities he has, but Power Specialist and Pass Rush Elite are 2 of the abilities that I always put on my D-line superstars. So that's basically what you're going to do. You guys will see these players are going to shed outside very well. It's going to be your opponent's not really going to be able to scramble out unless he goes underneath them. And you guys will see Chris Jones is going to shove this player to the side. He has this sort of orange blitz, which is actually very nice. But without further ado, this is the most basic setup. I'll get into some other adjustments later in the video. Let's go ahead, snap the ball. Boom, lurking, and you guys see Chris Jones. I'm not sure if you were watching, but I'm going to set the same defense up again. He just went ahead, threw Eric McCoy over to that right side. And again, I'm base aligning, spreading D-line, slanting outside, and containing. If I want to make this look like the run D, I could go ahead press as well, but make sure that you do shade over the top in that. Otherwise, you could get burnt, especially if you don't have fast corners. If you don't have fast corners, I would just manually move those players back if you have enough time. Otherwise, just don't press them, and you can just move your safeties down automatically, or manually. So again, I'm just shading underneath, shading over the top, slanting outside, spreading my D-line, and containing. Again, I want you to watch Chris Jones. He's going to throw him over and sack him immediately. This is Chris Jones, definitely probably the best pass rusher in regs besides Aaron Donald. But you guys see he's going to do this every time that you do this setup. I'm not sure if it's the formation, if it's the play, but this is just very glitchy, and it's going to be, I've ran this online. People just get super annoyed. They have no time to get the ball out. Now, if I go ahead and block my running back, I think he does pick him up, but you never know. He could sometimes glitch. Again, basic setup. So he does pick him up, but if he does try to scramble out, he will get hit. And you never know. If you do have a other player come free, which usually you will in that amount of time, especially with these OP pass rushers people have in Ultimate Team, then you will get pressure the same way. So again, let's go ahead and hop into our next setup. Next setup is going to be sort of a cover 3 cloud setup. Now, what I mean by that is what I'm going to do is just basically put B in a cloud flat, and then I'm going to put A in a deep half. You can't put A in a outside third, so even if you wanted to, you can't do that. But again, I'm just going to shade underneath, shade over the top. So basically, cover 3 clouds, definitely one of the most annoying defenses to play against, because you never know what side's going to be the cover 2, what side's going to be the cover 3. If you wanted to flip it, in this case, you definitely could, to turn the left side into a cover 2 if you wanted, but this is definitely an annoying defense. You never know. it's not really going to get beat for a one-play touchdown unless they're running a deep post, maybe from right to left. If you wanted to, you could still put X on a deep half as well. But here you go, basically the same exact defense. All we're doing is putting our A safety in a deep half and B in a cloud flat. Again, every play, when you're running the pass defense, you're going to want to spread your D-line, slant outside, and contain. Snap the ball here. You guys see Chris Jones isn't going to get that play every single time that you guys see. He actually did get bagged, but a lot of times he's should be able to beat that one-on-one very quickly for the little sack right there. So again, base line, spread D-line, slant outside, contain, B in cloud flat, A in a deep half. Now, if you actually want to, you could maybe even use one of these safeties. A setup I like to go to is I man up B. In this case, this is what I would do. And I could use him. This 3-rec hook is a very good CPU controlled zone. It actually lurks routes, so you guys will see. Hopefully it'll lurk the drag. If not, it should be able to defend that in route with Michael Thomas very well. Snap the ball. You guys see 3-rec hook put in work. Somehow Breeze just avoided our sack, but hey, it's karma. We still get the sack fumble. But this is definitely a setup when I like to get super adjusty. I'm going to show you guys the instant replay there. Right off the bat, take a look at Chris Jones. Going to throw him off to the side, just push him, just overpower him right there. I don't think it matters unless they have a center ability in this case, but boom. If he tries to scramble out left, you guys see this guy's easily going to contain even if he cuts in between the guard and the tackle right there. Same thing for this right side. You guys see sort of with that one-hand rush, even though those tackles do have abilities, he will still shed. Take a look at the 3-rec zone. We have Sorensen there and then Roman in the middle of the field. Look, he's lurking that drag. If he throws it, I could click on, make a pick. Boom, he lets the drag pass over to this cloud flat right there. And then he's going to go ahead, lurk that in route. Look how far he's following. He's following it all the way from the left to the right side of the field. And he's just always defends it. His cloud flat's doing work. If he throws the wheel routes, bagged. Player in the middle of the field. So you guys see, this is just a great coverage defense. I'll show that look one more time, and then we'll head into the run D portion. Again, I'm base aligning, slanting outside, containing. Make sure you don't click onto the safety, otherwise he will not move back. Again, I'll put B. I'll man up B on this B receiver. If he's on a single side or a trip side, you always want to man up that single side receiver. And then I can just use a Matthew here. I make sure all I have to watch really is A on maybe a corner route or an out route, and then Sorensen should do the job in the middle of the field himself. So I really have to watch Taysom. I see he's on a drag. I don't have to worry about that. Boom, user B. For some reason, whenever Chris Jones gets Fearmonger, he just struggles to get a shed. I'm not sure what that is about, but anyways, let's go ahead, hop into the run D now. I'll just show it against the basic inside zone. I'm just going to base line, press, spread D-line, blitz all linebackers, and then I could go ahead put these safeties in spies. Now, if you are playing a run-heavy opponent, I would always play the run D until you see him make like a hot route. So you guys know the quarterbacks, they point to the left if they're making a hot route to the left. They point to the right if they're making a hot route to the right. If they're max protecting, they take that step and they sort of talk to the O lineman, the center specifically, but this is the basic run D that you can do. You don't want to slant outside, do anything, but boom, if I run inside zone, it should be blown up the middle. You guys see with my user, that was a terrible user. I don't even know, but for some reason when the computer runs, they just run weird. But you guys see the inside zone will be blown up. I'm going to go ahead, hop into I form, close here, and see if the run D will work. Come out and just basic stretch. Again, I'm coming out in this 3 Samuel blitz. If you want to run the other play, cover 2 man, that's going to be in your audibles as well. Make sure you base line. You want those 2 safeties up. Press, spread D-line, blitz all linebackers. LB in a spy and A in a spy. If you want, you could always blitz Y off the edge as well. If you want to man up those players, you can, but those outside thirds should do the job. And then let's say he comes out in I form, you see him make multiple hot routes, you could go ahead. This would be probably my favorite setup that you do, very similar to the one I uploaded earlier. Then you sort of have to defend the middle of the field. If you want to make it a cover 2 invert, you could put those players in halves. Even if you are running the run D, you could also keep those players in halves as well. This is a great pass D, just basically out of it. So I'm just going to go ahead, play the run D though. Blitz Y, and then you guys see our user. He's on a blitz. Let's go ahead, hike the ball there. You guys see right there with my user, bagged it. If he went to the outside, I could have easily used that as well. Show it again. Baseline, press, spread D-line, blitz all linebackers. Same run D as of the other one I uploaded. If you want to flip the play, he's running to the corner side. Boom, you guys see the safety shoots it perfectly. Juan Thornhill right there. Absolutely putting in work. So I'll just show it a couple more times. Base the line, press, spread D-line, blitz all linebackers, put these players in spies. Seems like a lot of adjustments, but once you get it down, it should only take a couple of seconds. Even those players that quick hike. But like I said, I'm always in the run D. If I see him switch to the pass, or if I see him making hot routes, especially out of I form, usually in shotgun, I'll be a little bit more hesitant to risk putting my players in spies, unless I've seen him go to the inside zone multiple times. But like I said, in I form, I'm setting up the spies. If I see him make a hot route, boom, I can easily switch just like that. So very simple, very basic run D. Again, snap the ball, boom, working. You guys see we get a shed. If you cut it in, our user was there. If you cut it out, we had our corner as well as our user. So that's basically going to be it for the video. If you guys enjoyed and want more videos like this, make sure you leave a like on this video. Show your support to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well for some fire videos in the future. Also follow me on Twitter for updates. Link will be in the description. And peace. I'm out of here. Like I said, also check out that video I uploaded last if you didn't watch that one already. That's another great run and pass D as well. Peace. I'm out of here.